What's going on, guys? I'll Be Fitness Gaming, and you've seen the title of the video. You know why you're here. Alright, so we've been playing Domain Zoo on this channel. I'm going to leave the video in the description below. It shows you guys how we got started playing this deck, how we built the core, and now we've just been testing different things. So this is where I'm currently landed on. I've tried Spell Quellers, Siege Rhinos, Anafenzas, all kinds of stuff. Night of the Reliquaries, Tarmogoyfs, just a lot of different variations. And you start to find out as you play these different variations, even if the deck does well, that certain cards are in the deck for a reason, and certain cards just work very well together. For example, like I tried cutting Wild Nacatls out, but after playing a lot of the game, you really feel like you're missing out that real early pressure with a Wild Nacatl. It's surprisingly how strong that card really is. I think people kind of underestimate it, but once you play a lot with it and then you get off of it, you're kind of like, kind of wish I had a Wild Nacatl here. So let's go ahead and talk about the deck here that we're going to be playing today. So the mana base is going to be the same. The difference is we're going to play 22 lands here. The reason is because now we have a 4-drop in Bloodbraid Elf. The land that we added is just an additional fetch land. We're going to play the Xander's Lodge and the Indatha Triome. And let's see what else. So basically what we took out of the main deck is we took out the Stubborn Denials, which now we have in the sideboard. I think Stubborn Denial is probably such a great card in this Domain Zoo deck. I don't like taking it out. Anybody who's been watching me play, I love this card. So we're going to play it in the sideboard because it's not good with Bloodbraid Elf. It's not something you want to hit with Bloodbraid Elf. We also want to focus more on, rather than kind of sitting back and trying to counter, just being more aggressive, more active, just coming straight to the opponent and having them have to deal with our threats rather than us landing a threat and kind of sitting back. Because of that, we're not playing remands, of course, so we're playing 2 Lightning Helixes. So it's just a lot of burn spells here. Then, of course, we play Leyline Binding, all the 2-drops, even though Scion of Draco is a 12-drop, but in this deck it is a 2-drop. And then, of course, our 1-drops here. So let's go ahead and get started. So, Bloodbraid Elf, a card that, interesting enough, when you look at it on the surface, it seems like a perfect addition to add to a Domain Zoo deck. It is a 4-drop, but it does give you an additional card. So based on how you're playing your deck, those cards in Bloodbraid Elf gets better. It also has haste. So we're gonna see how good Bloodbraid Elf is in Domain Zoo decks. I personally think that it could be good, but I also think it makes the deck a little slower. Well, we're gonna find out. I mean, 4 mana in Modern right now, when you're playing an aggressive deck, seems like a lot. Alright, so we have a lot of burn spells, and we don't have a threat. Normally, I would be a little hesitant to keep this on a Domain Zoo deck, but because we do play 24 creatures, and one of them being Bloodbraid Elf, we could just try to control the board, and, you know, eventually we will draw something. Hopefully. So normally, Domain Zoo, you want to deploy a threat, and then pretty much just control the board, and then either finish them off with your burn or with another creature. So we got a lot of damage here. Opponent not fetching, so that's not very good for us. If they were fetching aggressively, we could probably just win with this hand. Alright, so we drew something good here. Nice creature. Now we're cooking with gas. Our opponent does have a fast deck. Luckily for us, we do have a lot of burn spells. And that might be extremely relevant here. If we can connect one time with the Kavu, we're going to be in great shape, because I believe we can just finish them off here. If we can survive long enough to cast these spells. Alright, plating. That could be a problem. Uh-oh, they're going off. I wonder if we try to bolt this. Bloodbraid Elf. I think I'm going to bolt this. I think that's the play. We're not going to discard anything here. Our hand is pretty good. Hopefully we can land with this Kavu. Okay, what a good start here. Opponent's probably going to have to tap out here. And then we'll see. We have a lot of options here. We can bolt, get in again with the Kavu, Tribal Flames. That's why I picked up another red. If we draw a land, though, that's the real question, right? Do we want to Bloodbraid? It's really hard to get damage through to these decks, because they have so many creatures. They're bad creatures, but there's a lot of them. Okay. Okay, Leyline Binding. Okay, so I think we're going to have to bolt this again. We gotta try to slow them down. Again, our hand is really good. If we can draw a land, we will be in great shape. The only thing holding us back right now from our hand is we actually want more mana. And one thing to note here, as we play the games, we wanna look at cards like Bloodbraid Elf, right, which is something we added, and ask ourselves: do we need this card in this deck? Is this something? I mean, right now it's kind of like we probably don't, right? Because if we draw a land, and if this connects and we draw a land, we are going to be in really good shape, because we got, or I wonder if we play blood. I guess it just depends what they do. Okay, so far they don't have anything too threatening. Hopefully they don't draw more cards here. Leyline Binding. I think we want to take the plating. Okay, they're going to equip it to a flyer. And they're probably going to equip this and swing in. We are at 4. Alright, let's see here. So, what do we do? We definitely want to Leyline Binding this in response. Do we want to kill anything else, or do we want to... I feel like we have to... Actually, you know what? I think what we need to do is kill this. And then we're not going to attack. We're not going to get too loose here. But we're going to try to Leyline Bind, Cranial Plating, depending on what... Oh, see, this is why. Right? Because now they can return this. So I guess attacking would have not made a big difference, but... So most likely they're going to probably attach to one creature. Well, now they can attack with both. Or they can return the Kavu. Yeah, they're going to return the Kavu. It's not good for us. Unfortunately, we do have to take one of these Frog Knights. I would really like to take the plating, but we have no choice right now. Yep, there it is. Okay, we're gonna... I don't know if we get a Lightning Helix, we can make it out of here. That's what we really need, is a nice little Lightning Helix. Because then we can kill whatever. But I mean, we're still on our back foot, which is we draw the Lightning Helix. Alright. So we're gonna wish we had another land so that we can play Kavu and then leave up Lightning Helix. Okay, that's not too threatening, but okay, so this is not good for us because we're gonna die regardless. Is there any way around this? Yeah, we're gonna, alright, yep, there it is. So we're just gonna die there. Alright, so what do we bring in here? Stubborn the now seems slow, Teferi no. Consume All seems good. And these seem good. Bloodbraid Elf seemed very slow. So we'll start off by taking that out. I like the burn spells. If we're taking all of that out, I know we were missing mana there, but overall this deck does only play 21, so we're gonna take out, what is the land that we added? Let's take out, is it Misty Rainforest? We're gonna take out a land. We'll go with the Misty. I don't want to get flooded. Alright. So here is... So, there in that game, it's... You know, I don't know if Stubborn Denial would have done anything over the Bloodbraid Elf. I did like the Helix, though. I think Helix is really good. 4 mana, though, in this deck to land every turn seems a little rough. But, you know, that it's just one game. I mean, I've played a lot of games with this, and having 4 mana happens a lot. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But normally, when we don't play things like Dromoka's command, we are not. Dromoka's command, Bloodbraid Elf. We are not looking to have more than 4 lands in play. All right. So now this is looking pretty good. We have everything we need. So we'll lead. I think we're gonna lead with Draco. I'm not sure yet. Let's see what they play. Okay, nothing. Do we go with Kavu? You know what? Let's go with the Kavu. And now we're drawing land, because you know that's how Magic works. One of the things I really like about these domain zoo decks is that you only really need 1 threat to close out the game, where traditional zoo decks sometimes would need 2 or 3 creatures, depending on the zoo list that you were playing. Being able to close out the game with 1 creature, 1 massive creature that you can cast for 2 mana is a big deal. Because now I feel like we're in a good situation here. Well, there it is. So they took some damage. Because now we can cast our Draco and sit back with Leyline Binding. And now we're drawing a lot of land. We're going to shock this in, because we're going to need that eventually. And then we'll try to grab some type of plains with this. Either way, but if we have to get it untapped. Creature's pretty annoying. Alright, that's a good one. Plains. Do they play any counter magic? I don't recall. So let's just do this now. I don't remember if they play counter magic. I think they do. Okay, 9-1. Okay, another land. What does that do? Alright, so let's just do this now. Another option was we could have Leyline Binding the plating and then save the... Alright. Weapon here to 9/9. So now we're kind of in a bind here. Huh. This is kind of risky. Ooh, wait, did I miscalculate? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I missing? Are these artifact lands? Oh, these are artifact lands. I did not know that. Okay. They got us. I did not know that we had lands like... Is this the same guy? I don't want to play the same match. My bad. So, in that situation, I mean, we could have gone back and forth if we would have not done that misplay. Let's just see. We take the cranial plating. They have a 9/9. We're kind of stonewall. We can't attack. All right, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna go Steam Vent, Ragavan. So Steam Vent. Probably gonna bolt that. I don't even know if I don't even want to trade with that, honestly. So we'll just grab this. Do we bolt that? Is he gonna block? I think I want to get in with the Ragavan. That puts Leyline for next turn. Yeah, I think I like this play. We have Leyline now, and then we can attack next turn. Yeah, they probably would have not blocked. We're not going to take that. Ooh, another land. Perfect. So let's go ahead. So we're going to be able to double spell here and leave up Leyline Binding. It's really good for us. So we're going to do red, green, our boy, red, green. Generate a lot of mana here. Okay, we're gonna Might have Fury. Another land, unfortunate. Oh, they don't have Fury. Interesting. Do we just take one of these things here? Okay. Yeah, so the reason I wanted to take one of these Utopia Sprawls is because I noticed they didn't cast anything with 4 mana, so I'm like, you know what, maybe if we just bring them back to 3, they play a land, they're not going to be able to cast what they were trying to cast. Alright, so this seems good. What seems bad? All these cards seem good. So Bloodbraid, let's cut the Bloodbraids. Four-lander, decent hand, and it's 4 lands. I'm really liking the Lightning Helix. The Bloodbraid is questionable. We didn't get to really see much there. We'll play one more game here. Any day now. So far, Bloodbraid, we haven't really seen it in action. The one time that we had it in our hand, it seemed kind of clunky, but at the same time, we really needed 4 mana that game because we had a lot of action. So I can't really knock Bloodbraid on that. As far as sideboarding, I do find myself cutting the Bloodbraid. Everything else seems really solid in this deck. You kind of don't really want to take out much from the deck, and the only card that I really see that you can usually take out is Bloodbraid. Unless you're going against a heavy removal deck, then you want to probably take out your Wild Nacatls and your Ravagans, because they're just going to die every game, and at least Bloodbraid will generate an extra card. Okay. We got Rainbow, we have Bloodbraid Elf, and we have Leyline Bindings. So we should be good. We're going to keep here. We are on the draw. We need some early threats. These can probably hold us off, and then if we can cast this, hopefully we can hit something nice with this and see if Bloodbraid is worth keeping. Alright, another land. So, we're going to go here. In a hand like this, I could see Bloodbraid being really good, because we're probably going to be playing a lot of defense and then land the Bloodbraid. But the thing about Bloodbraid is it really just depends what you hit with the Bloodbraid and what you're playing against, because it could just be not impactful enough. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Which land? Which one should we use? Windswept Heath. Okay, this is good for us. Early threat here. Keep our opponent busy. Also, wouldn't mind Bloodbraid being a stubborn denial right now, but it just depends. deck. Okay. That might be good for us, maybe, I think. Those 4 cards. Okay. Surgical extraction. Tribal flames. Opponent taking very long. So Bloodbraid is probably going to be really good in this matchup because we're going to try to kill them as quick as possible now that we know they're going to mill us. Okay. Alright, that's good. We need a Kavu. Just play this now. Get in with this. And now if they play some type of permanent, we can get rid of it. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, to make sure the kids weren't killing each other. Alright, so they're gonna have us search, so we might as well just search now. Because we're gonna search and then they're gonna trap. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12. If they take 1 damage and they don't kill us this turn, we can win. Doesn't really matter what we put on there. But I guess if it does, we'll just put a bolt. Yep, there's the trap. Okay, we got 17 cards. So we're going to shock in the Sacred Foundry. That's good for us because if they shock and they don't kill us this turn, we should be able to win. We can also win if Bloodbraid hits a Lightning Bolt or a Lightning Helix. If we didn't have Bloodbraid Elf, I would have, and it would have been a stubborn denial, we would have grabbed a blue source here, a steam vent, and we could have countered the trap. So that's something to keep in mind of, because that would have probably been a better play. Okay. Does he have another trap card? I mean, he could have just used the other trap card anyways. Alright. So, what do we put on top? Because we're probably going to draw this. What do we not want to hit with Bloodbraid? I mean, there was no need for that. From my understanding, I think he could have trapped it twice. I never played this deck, but I'm pretty sure you could just trap twice. Nope, did not hit what we needed to hit. Card. I think it matters. Opponent could miscalculate here and fetch. Oh my god, he fetched. I mean, he could have Fatal Push here. Yeah, it's probably Fatal Push on the Kavu. Alright. Pretty sure we're going to lose here. They just have to mill 2 cards. But they could potentially have, okay, they just have 1 card in hand. Oh, that is not good. All right. So there's no way we win this. We're not going to be able to deal 65 in 2 turns. Alright. Okay. Oh well, so we're not going to be able to see how that match ended. Alright, so let's talk about the deck here. How I performed, how I felt about it. Alright, so the core to Domain Zoo, like always feels very solid. You have answers to everything. Bloodbraid Elf seems a little clunky in this deck. I mean, I can kind of visualize in certain situations where this card would be good when you're behind. But if you're ahead, it kind of just like overkills. But at the same time, if you're behind where it is good, you're very dependent on what it hits. And it has to hit specific things for it to be like super good. And it's really random. And it's 4 mana, right? Like, I'd rather be casting Kavus and holding up Stubborn Denials and Leyline Bindings than tapping out for this. So I don't think Bloodbraid Elf is probably where we want to be with Domain Zoo after playing. I mean, I've played a lot more games with Bloodbraid Elf, but I just wanted to show it to you guys and kind of see how it can be a little clunky and it is a little awkward to tap out, to kind of roll the dice on something that you may need. Where there was a lot of games there, at least that last one as well, where Stubborn Denial would have just been better. We could have probably won the game there. But yeah, that is my take on that. If you guys have any questions, any concerns, any misplays that I did, please comment at the bottom. Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And again, I'll see you in the next one. Take care and peace out.